What's up, guys? This is Coach Grant with First Down Training, and today we're going to be breaking down how wide receivers can improve on their acceleration out of breaks. Okay, so we're going to be talking about how you guys can get that separation, but how you keep that separation from a DB that you created at the top of the route, okay? But also, fellas, if you guys want to improve your hands and you don't have a quarterback to throw to you every single day, check out that very first link in the description. 30-day catching program, no quarterback necessary. Grip strengthening drills, hand-eye coordination drills, and repetition drills that do not require a quarterback that you can do to improve your game and improve your game fast, to improve your hands, okay? So I hope we can get you guys on that soon. Again, very first link in the description. Let's get started with this video. So we're going to be looking at this kind of like hesitation right here, this little hesitation shuffle, then a diamond release where he takes 3 steps. We get this DB to commit his hips, and then I break back underneath. So we'll watch it full speed, then we'll break it down. So he comes off here, he gets a little hesitation, explodes up, breaks down, and then widens the gap and accelerates back to this ball and beats that DB there. Now, this DB is not in a horrible position. It's not like we completely broke his ankles and made him fall, but we were able to get some separation. So we're going to be talking about how we can keep that. So yes, we could talk about the release all day. We could talk about this little hesitation skip, how well he sold vertical for those 3 steps, how he was able to cut on a dime. But I want to focus on the last part of that route. So when he goes 1, 2, 3, and he breaks down right here, you see how he kind of has that hit drop to him. Now, there's a couple ways you could run that diamond release. You could go 3 steps and just break off of the 3rd, or you can break down using 2 steps. You could go heavy first step, explosive first step, then go 1, 2, and break this thing off. But it's all about how well can you sell and get that DB to turn his hips. Now, when I'm able to cut on a dime like this, the acceleration comes from the explosion at the top of the break, right? So if you run, like if you're like choppy, if you have choppy steps into this diamond release, because a lot of people do that, they'll get to here and these 3 steps will be super choppy. They won't go anywhere and they'll stay like maybe a yard, and that DB's not going to turn his hips because he's not believing fade. So if you take a hard 3 steps out of there and really cover ground and aren't afraid to be physical with this DB, we're going to get his hips to turn because we're making him believe fade. It's really easy to sit back and say, oh, he shouldn't have opened up his hips. But when you make a DB believe fade with your pad level speed, your strides, everything like that, that gets him off that platform. Now, this explosion comes from you cutting on a dime, right? The only way you're able to create explosion at the top of the break is by being sudden with your feet. If you're going half speed, you're not going to have any explosion. It's that violent drop or that violent stick that creates energy at this spot. Now, that energy has to turn into acceleration. So you guys got to use that energy to drive off of those 2 cut legs. You see how he's pushing off of that outside leg? And then what do we need to do? You guys got to pump those arms and accelerate. A lot of guys, I can't tell you how many guys will get this DB to be in this spot, turn their hips, throw them by, then they expect that ball and they pop their chest up and then they start jogging with their feet. You got to make sure that you continue to drive those arms out of the break, continue to run out of there so you could win that race to that ball. Because if he doesn't accelerate out, he doesn't get to this spot before the DB does, right? That DB's all over his hip and he's able to make a play. So you guys got to finish the play. Sell vertical, create that energy at the top of the break, then pump those arms and use that break to explode you out of this thing so you can win that race back to the ball, okay? This is a very technically sound rep. Let's watch this thing again, full speed one more time. So it gives this little hesitation, bursts up 3 steps, breaks this thing off, then accelerate back over the middle. All right, guys, I really want to thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. If you guys have any questions at all, please leave those in the comments. And also, if you want to improve your hands, don't have a quarterback to throw to you every single day, check out that very first link in the description for a 30-day catching program, no QB necessary. And I'll see you guys next time.